Morning, everybody.
So, this has been going on for about 2-3 weeks now, this political instability, if I may say, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you see it coming, the resignation of Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin?
I frankly did not see his resignation coming because for the longest period of time, at least for the last, let's say, half a year, he has been trying to delay the inevitable, namely to face the motion of confidence in Parliament and so on. He has been postponing that for as long as he could and as much as he could. So I thought he would try every trick in his book to try to stay on as Prime Minister. Yeah.
And what changed that?
I think at some point he realized he didn't have the parliamentary majority, and there was, of course, constant, shall we say, kind reminders from the king that he should step down if he doesn't have that kind of majority.
What's going to happen now? What are the impact going to have on the people?
Well, number one, the king will appoint a new prime minister. I think that's going to happen in the next few days. This person, in the king's opinion, is likely to command a majority in parliament. That means the person may not command a majority yet, but he's likely to command in the king's view. Well, number two, of course, the economy has been it's reflected in the stock market, has been rather on an upbeat since 2-3 days ago. We hope the trend would continue, yeah.
So, Dr. Isan, how long can Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin remain as the caretaker PM? I mean, it's not just for Tan Sri himself, YB, but for any caretaker PM. How long is the longest period they can remain?
Well, there's no constitutional provisions or law which says how long he should stay on. It's until the king appoints a new prime minister who should take over and then form a new government, form a new cabinet, and so on. I think we are talking about just in the next few days here.
Okay. Now, can we, as the Rakyat, not choose the PM at this point?
Yeah, this question is by Azamil Izzat.
Well, then you have to have a general election, right? And because of the mounting numbers of the pandemic, I don't think we are ready for an election at this moment. So maybe a few months down the line, we can have an election and choose a new government.
Here's what I want to know. Which would be the first order of business for the new government or the new PM? Is it going to be economy first, COVID-19 second, or COVID-19 first, economy second?
I think it has to be COVID-19 first because, these numbers that we are having, they are among the highest in the world, right? And then we should make sure our hospital facilities are adequate. Only when you have a firm grip on the pandemic, then you can talk about reviving the economy. Otherwise, you cannot even open up certain economic sectors, right? So how do you going to revive your economy here? But also we have to look at how to so-called live with COVID-19, right? And at the same time, trying to start our economy again here.
Is there a possibility of a minority government? Now, this is a question that is asked by a listener on our Facebook, Ju N Tan.
Well, a minority government was the one which Tan Sri Muhyiddin led. A lot of people have been trying to push it down because at some point you have to go to parliament and test your majority. You cannot go on ruling as a minority government. Otherwise, what's the point of choosing the parliament, right?
Okay,
As a political analyst, what is your wish or your view on how this new government should be formed? Do you feel there should be more young blood representing us? Should there be more women in the cabinet as well?
All this of what you just talked about, namely a younger cabinet with more females as well as minorities. And also because I'm from Sabah, a higher representation from East Malaysia and so on. All this would give our country a very progressive outlook, and it would make people, when I say people, I mean the foreign investors coming to invest more willingly, and thereby hopefully that will revive our economy.